Let me ask you, when was the last time you saw yourself as the hero of your own life? It's so easy to look at the world around us and think that other people's lives are more exciting, more successful, or more meaningful. But that's a trap. The story of your life is uniquely yours, and the role you play in it is up to you. Being the hero means taking ownership of your story. It means stepping up when things get tough and deciding that you will keep moving forward, no matter how hard it gets. Every hero faces challenges. Think of every great story, and you'll see the protagonist struggling, falling down, and yet always rising again. It's the adversity that shapes them, molds them, and ultimately makes them stronger. And the same is true for you. But being the hero doesn't mean doing it alone. Even heroes need support, guidance, and the courage to ask for help. It's about surrounding yourself with people who uplift you and remind you of the strength you carry. And sometimes it's about having the wisdom to step back and reflect, to grow from the experiences that life presents. Self-reflection is the secret weapon of every hero. It's what helps you understand what you truly want, what you are passionate about, and how to align your actions with your deepest values. Your legacy is also in your hands. Every decision you make today is part of the story you'll leave behind. So, I ask you, what do you want your legacy to be? Are you living in a way that reflects the hero you are? Are you acting with purpose, with the belief that the best chapters of your life are yet to be written? Remember, you are the writer, the director, and the star of your story. The plot may have its challenges, but it's how you respond that defines you. So, don't wait for someone else to come in and save you. You are your own hero. Stand tall, believe in your strength, and keep moving forward with unwavering confidence. Your story is yours to tell, and I have no doubt that it will be one of courage, growth, and triumph. Now go out there and be the hero you were always meant to be. The idea of personal empowerment is at the core of what it means to be the hero of your own story. It's about understanding that you hold the reins of your own life, and that you have the strength to steer it in the direction you desire. In many ways, society conditions us to believe that we are not in control of our lives. We often find ourselves trapped by circumstances, external pressures, and expectations from others. But the truth is, personal empowerment is a choice, and it begins with realizing that we are the ones responsible for the direction our lives take. When we talk about empowerment, it means giving yourself permission to be the author of your own journey. Too often, we look for external validation or for others to tell us how we should live our lives. We wait for others to approve of our dreams, our actions, or our aspirations. But what if we stopped waiting for someone else's approval? What if we decided right now that we are worthy of our dreams and capable of creating the life we want? This is the essence of personal empowerment. It's about trusting yourself and recognizing that you have everything you need to move forward, even if it feels like the odds are stacked against you. Empowerment doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or challenges. Life is full of obstacles, and it's easy to feel disempowered when things don't go as planned. But personal empowerment is about the strength to keep going, even when the road is tough. It's about understanding that challenges are a part of the process, not the end of the story. Every setback is an opportunity for growth, and every obstacle presents a chance to develop resilience. When you are empowered, you view failure not as something to fear, but as an essential part of the journey toward success. You become aware that failure is not the opposite of success. It is an integral part of it. Each experience, whether positive or negative, adds to your strength, character, and determination. To be empowered is also to recognize that you have the right to choose how you react to the circumstances around you. You are not a passive participant in your life, you are an active creator. The decisions you make every day are what shape your reality. By choosing how to respond to the challenges you face, you reclaim your personal power. You have the ability to choose your mindset, your attitude, and your actions, regardless of what happens around you. Empowerment comes from understanding that you are never a victim of your circumstances. Instead, you are the person who gets to decide how you face and overcome them. Furthermore, empowerment comes from knowing your worth. When you see yourself as worthy of happiness, success, and fulfillment, you begin to act in ways that align with your potential. This is often where many people struggle. We've been taught, sometimes through experience or external influences, that we are not good enough, or that we don't deserve to have what we desire. But personal empowerment starts when you make the decision to believe in yourself, to recognize your unique gifts and talents, and to stand firm in the belief that you have something valuable to contribute to the world. Personal empowerment is not just about believing in yourself, it's also about setting boundaries and advocating for what you need. It means not allowing others to dictate your self-worth or your goals. It means standing up for yourself and ensuring that your needs are met, whether in your personal relationships or professional life. When you empower yourself, you make it clear that you will no longer tolerate being undervalued or overlooked. You demand the respect, recognition, and opportunities you deserve, and you go after them with determination. Being the hero of your own story begins with the realization that you are the one who has the power to change your life. No one else can make your dreams come true for you. You are the hero who decides what the next chapter of your life will look like. This kind of empowerment isn't about perfection or never making mistakes. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you have the power to overcome, learn, and continue moving forward. It's about understanding that the power to create your destiny lies within you, and it's time to stop waiting for someone else to write your story for you. The pen is in your hands, and the next chapter starts now. Overcoming adversity is an essential part of what it means to be the hero of your own story. In every great narrative, the hero faces significant challenges that test their strength, determination, and resilience. Life is no different. The road to personal growth and success is rarely smooth. It is often filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. However, it's through overcoming these struggles that we develop the qualities that define a true hero. The adversity you face is not something to shy away from or be defeated by. It is a powerful force that, when embraced, can help shape you into the person you are meant to be. It is natural to feel overwhelmed when adversity strikes. Life has a way of throwing unexpected curveballs, whether they come in the form of personal loss, career setbacks, financial hardship, or health challenges. These moments can feel like they are defining you, and it's easy to succumb to feelings of helplessness. But every hero knows that in the face of adversity, there lies an opportunity for growth. Each challenge is not just a barrier to overcome, but a lesson in disguise. These challenges test your character, shape your mindset, and force you to dig deeper within yourself to find the strength you didn't know you had. Overcoming adversity requires resilience, the ability to bounce back after facing setbacks. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you develop over time through your experiences. When you face difficult times, it is natural to feel discouraged. But it is important to remember that adversity does not last forever unless you allow it to. Your strength lies in your ability to rise, to continue moving forward despite the pain or difficulty. Resilience is about persistence, not perfection. It's about understanding that setbacks are part of the process, and the way you respond to them ultimately determines your success. There's a saying that goes, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." While this sentiment may seem cliché, there is truth in it. The struggles you face shape you into the person you are becoming. They offer you the chance to develop a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. In moments of adversity, we are forced to confront our fears, doubts, and weaknesses. And when we do, we are given the chance to transform them into strengths. It's through adversity that we learn our limits, and in turn, discover our true potential. The key to overcoming adversity is not simply to endure, but to learn from it. Every challenge you face offers valuable lessons that can help you grow and evolve. Whether it's learning to be more patient, developing better problem-solving skills, or finding the courage to ask for help, each struggle teaches you something new about yourself. These lessons are the building blocks of personal transformation. Without adversity, we would never have the opportunity to evolve and become better versions of ourselves. The person you are today is not defined by the successes you've had, but by how you've responded to the challenges you've encountered along the way. Furthermore, overcoming adversity teaches you the importance of perspective. It is easy to fall into the trap of seeing life's difficulties as insurmountable, but a shift in perspective can change everything. When you look at your challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles, you begin to see them in a new light. This shift in perspective is one of the most powerful tools in overcoming adversity. Instead of allowing challenges to weigh you down, you learn to see them as stepping stones on your journey to greatness. Being the hero of your own story means embracing adversity rather than running from it. It means understanding that the most difficult moments in life often hold the most transformative power. When you rise above the challenges you face, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving greatness, no matter how tough the journey may seem. The adversity you face today is not something that will break you. It is what will build you into the hero you are destined to become. Every challenge is a chance to step into your power, to show the world just how strong, resilient, and unstoppable you truly are. So the next time adversity knocks at your door, remember that it is not there to defeat you, but to help you grow, to help you rise, and to help you become the hero of your own story. Self-reflection and growth are at the heart of being the hero of your own story. We often think of heroes as larger-than-life figures who face external battles, vanquish villains, and triumph over adversity. But the most powerful stories, the ones that truly resonate, are those where the hero's greatest struggle is within themselves. The journey of self-reflection and growth is not an easy one, but it is necessary to become the person you are destined to be. It is through looking inward that you begin to understand your true potential, learn from your past, and create a future aligned with your deepest values and desires. Self-reflection is the ability to look at your own life objectively, to step back and examine the choices you have made, the reasons behind your actions, and the impact these decisions have had on yourself and others. It is about asking the difficult questions. Why did I act the way I did? What motivated me? What are my values, and am I living according to them? By taking the time to reflect on your experiences, you can uncover patterns in your behavior, beliefs, and thinking that either serve you or hold you back. Self-reflection allows you to gain clarity on who you are, what you want, and where you are going. Without self-reflection, we risk repeating the same mistakes, staying stuck in unhealthy patterns, or living a life that isn't in alignment with our true purpose. We may go through the motions, but without the awareness that comes from reflection, we miss the opportunity to grow and evolve. Heroes don't simply react to the world around them. They take the time to pause, reflect, and decide how they will respond. Through this process, they learn, adapt, and improve themselves, ultimately becoming stronger and more capable. Growth, on the other hand, is the result of that reflection. Once we've identified areas where we can improve, we must take action to make those changes. Growth is about expanding beyond your comfort zone and challenging yourself to step into the person you know you can become. It's easy to remain stagnant, to settle for the familiar, and to resist change. But the truth is, growth requires discomfort. It requires pushing through the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that naturally arise when we face new challenges. For instance, if you've reflected on your life and identified that you often avoid difficult conversations because of fear or discomfort, growth means facing that fear. It means taking action, speaking your truth, and practicing courage. It's through these small steps of discomfort that we expand our boundaries, develop new skills, and become more resilient. Each time you take action in alignment with your values, even when it feels difficult, you create lasting change within yourself. Growth is not about achieving perfection. It's about making progress. Continuously learning, evolving, and striving to be a better version of yourself. Moreover, growth is a lifelong process. It doesn't have an end point because personal development is ongoing. There will always be new challenges, new opportunities to learn, and new ways to grow. To be the hero of your own story, you must embrace growth as an integral part of your journey. It's about seeing each new chapter of your life as an opportunity to learn more about who you are, what you're capable of, and how you can make a positive impact on the world. Just as a hero continually faces new battles, you too must be willing to face the internal battles that will ultimately lead you to greater wisdom and strength. This process of self-reflection and growth is not always easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. It requires patience, self-compassion, and the willingness to be honest with yourself. Sometimes it's tempting to avoid facing uncomfortable truths about ourselves. It's easier to ignore the parts of us that we wish weren't there, or to deny the areas where we need to grow. But true growth comes when we confront those aspects of ourselves with love and understanding. We are all works in progress, and it's important to acknowledge both our strengths and our weaknesses. As you continue on your journey, remember that the most important battles are the ones you fight within yourself. The external challenges are significant, but it's the internal battles, the ones that require you to be vulnerable, honest, and open to change, that will determine the trajectory of your life. Heroes aren't made by simply conquering external obstacles. They are made by their commitment to self-discovery and growth. It is through these internal battles that you become the person you were always meant to be. Each step of growth, no matter how small, brings you closer to realizing your full potential. So, be willing to look inward, to reflect on who you are and where you want to go, and commit to the journey of growth. Understand that the path will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. As you continue to grow, you will find that you are not just surviving your story, you are living it fully and powerfully. Taking responsibility for your actions and decisions is one of the most transformative ways to become the hero of your own story. It means acknowledging that the direction your life takes is largely in your hands, regardless of the circumstances or challenges you face. Being accountable is not about blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong, but about recognizing the power you have to choose your responses, to shape your path, and to create the outcomes you desire. In every story of personal triumph, the hero does not sit back waiting for someone else to rescue them. They take charge of their own journey and make choices that propel them toward their destiny. Many of us tend to shy away from responsibility. It's easy to blame external factors for our struggles, the economy, the people around us, or even past events that we have no control over. While it is true that we cannot control everything, the one thing we always have control over is how we choose to respond to the events that unfold in our lives. When you take responsibility for your actions, you are accepting that you are the author of your own story. You stop waiting for permission or for things to be perfect before taking action. You stop blaming others or external situations for where you are. Instead, you recognize that your life, with all its ups and downs, is a direct result of the choices you have made up until this point. Taking responsibility also means being honest with yourself about the choices you've made. It's easy to fall into the trap of making excuses or rationalizing your actions, but true growth comes when you face the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. When you take ownership of your decisions, you become empowered because you understand that you are capable of making changes and improving your life. If things aren't going the way you want, it's not because life is unfair. It's because of the choices you've made and how you've responded to the challenges that have come your way. This is liberating because it means that if you are unhappy with a certain aspect of your life, you have the power to change it. One of the most difficult aspects of responsibility is owning up to the mistakes we make. We all mess up from time to time, and it's tempting to shy away from admitting our faults or taking accountability for our failures. However, it is in those moments of failure that we learn the most. The heroes of our favorite stories don't become heroes because they never fail. They become heroes because they learn from their failures, correct their mistakes, and continue on their journey with renewed determination. By taking responsibility for your mistakes, you open the door to growth. You no longer waste energy on guilt or shame, but instead, you learn from the experience and use it to become better. When you take responsibility for your life, you create a sense of ownership that propels you forward. Without this sense of ownership, it's easy to fall into a passive mindset, waiting for things to happen to you instead of taking action to make things happen. The heroes of their own stories are proactive. They don't wait for an opportunity to come along, they create it. They don't wait for someone to save them, they save themselves. By taking responsibility, you step into your own power and begin to recognize the limitless potential you have to shape your life. Every decision you make, from how you spend your time to the relationships you nurture, matters. When you take ownership of your choices, you begin to see that every action has the potential to move you closer to the life you want to live. Taking responsibility helps you to build resilience. Life will never be without challenges. You will face obstacles, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt, but when you take responsibility, you acknowledge that those obstacles are part of the journey. They are not signs that you are not meant to succeed. They are opportunities for growth. Responsibility helps you view challenges with a mindset of empowerment rather than victimhood. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin to ask, "What can I learn from this? And how can I move forward?" Taking responsibility also has a profound impact on the way others view you. People respect those who own their actions, who are willing to acknowledge their mistakes, and who are committed to learning and growing. When you take responsibility, you set an example for others to do the same. You become a role model for accountability, integrity, and self-growth. People will trust you more because they see that you are someone who takes ownership of their life and action. In essence, taking responsibility is not just about admitting mistakes or making choices. It's about embracing your role as the hero of your own life story. It's about taking control of your journey, making empowered decisions, and understanding that you have the strength to overcome whatever challenges you face. The heroes of the most powerful stories are those who step into their power, who take responsibility for their actions, and who never give up, no matter what. You too can be the hero of your own story. But it starts with taking full responsibility for the life you want to create. By doing so, you unleash your full potential and set yourself on a